Welcome to another edition of LRMania Reviews, and tonight I am here to review WWE Extreme Rules. And just to let everyone know, I'm actually watching this on the WWE Network, but I'm watching the replay, 11:30 Eastern replay. I decided to watch the basketball game, and I decided to catch the replay later. I have just been so bored and so unbelievably underwhelmed with the current product they're giving us on Raw. And I had such low interest, but I am watching it. Hopefully it's a good show. I have not read any spoilers, turned off my Twitter, no spoilers, so hopefully we got a good show out of this. And just let everyone know, I did not watch a pre-show. So I heard Apollo Crews and Kalisto faced on the pre-show. No interest in that. Completely skipped that. We're just going to review from the main show from this time it starts. So unfortunately, they're starting off with Miz and Ambrose. Do not give a fuck about this match. Of all the matches on the show, this is one almost near the bottom of the matches I'm interested in. I do not care at all about this. So Miz and Ambrose had a pretty good match. They had Miz win at the end. They teased. It was actually good. They teased a lot of DQ finishes. Miz winning sucks. I mean, that's going to make Raw even more dreadful, but Ambrose sucked as champ anyway. Next is that mixed tag match that no one cares about. So while watching this match, I've had the revelation. This show takes place in Baltimore, Maryland, and Rich Swann is from Baltimore. So I'm feeling good about my Alicia Fox and Noam Dar pick right now. Mixed tag match wasn't long. It was not a very long match. It was a fun match. Crowd was super into it. I didn't expect them to be. I thought, and if this was in any other city, crowd would be completely dead. But since it's Baltimore, Rich Swann, hometown, they loved him. He was massively over. He came up as a big star here, and it's crazy. I mean, you have someone in their hometown get a big win, get a huge pop from the crowd. He's a bigger star now, I think, especially in the Baltimore market whenever they go back. So, this definitely helps Rich Swann. I don't want to go back into her Sasha rant, how they've killed her. She's above this shit, but it was a fun match. There was also a cool spot when Sasha did that double knee spot from the top rope onto the outside. I was thinking, man, she's gonna blow a knee out doing that. But it was okay. And I forgot to mention the first match. To go back to Miz and Ambrose, and they have a new champ, Miz. No Drifter, so I don't know if the Drifter is not going to be a part of this rivalry, but I am not looking forward to seeing Miz as champ. I'm afraid it's going to be long like it was last year, and that's another reason for me not to watch Raw. Speak of the devil, he shall appear. As I was talking about that, they were showing a video package, and now Elias Sampson's in the ring. Great. So he sang a song. He's a terrible singer, but he's actually pretty decent on the guitar. I didn't notice it tonight, but I've been noticing on Raw, he's doing a little Pink Floyd. I think he was playing Welcome to the Machine a couple weeks ago. He was roasting Baltimore pretty bad. They were booing him, so, I don't like the gimmick. I thought he was terrible on NXT, but he's doing better on these first 2 weeks of the main roster than his whole NXT career so far, so that's a good start. So Alexa and Bayley is next. My interest in this match is obviously greatly declined after that disaster train wreck abortion of a segment last week, so we'll see what they do this week, but the match had a payback. I remember being a good match, not great, but if they kind of have a match like that, and the problem is it's about the kendo stick, and I don't know how you have a good match with kendo sticks. We'll see what they do. So, I like both of them. Everyone, I'm a fan of Bayley and Alexa, so let's see if they have a good match. I found it pretty interesting how they completely ignored that This Is Your Life segment in the opening promo, so that tells you even they know that segment was a piece of shit. Match is about to start now. That was a piece of shit. Not horrible. They buried Bayley. That was a bitch. I don't know what they're doing. That could kill Bayley right there. I think they've already killed Sasha. They've killed Bayley. Now this is it for Bayley. She is done. They buried her. That was a terribly booked match. They don't know how to book baby faces. Bayley is done. They'd squashed her. It was a squash match. She hit the Bayley the belly, but other than that, it was complete squash. I don't know what the hell they were doing. I don't know what they're doing. Bayley, I think they've killed her. I hope it's not Alexa and Nia as the main. It'll probably be Alexa and Sasha, I assume. Because Bayley, what the fuck are they doing? That was just the dumbest. They love Alexa, but I think they've killed Bayley. So tag match is next. Tag titles are next. Hopefully they have a good match. Obviously we all want to see Jeff Hardy's big spot. So it's a unique style of steel cage match. You can only win by escaping, like the old school matches. So I think Cesaro and Sheamus are definitely winning. They don't want to beat the Hardys. It's too soon. So I think that means we're seeing new champs. And also, I've been thinking with the woman, since they've killed Bayley, they've absolutely killed her. She is done. They've buried her. The fans are going to turn on her now, and no one's going to give a shit about her. They've absolutely just buried her alive. I think they should just send all the fucking women to SmackDown. All of them. Bayley, Sasha, Alexa, just everyone. All of them. Just put them all in one division. I mean, the problem is the SmackDown women's division is very small. You really only have about 4 good ones. You had Bayley, Alexa, and Sasha there. You have a great division. That's probably a great division. So I really think they should just put all the women on one show on SmackDown, so SmackDown can book them Raws. Just keep them off Raw, in my opinion. But that's how I think. Tag match, I think we're seeing new champs right now. They're not going to... It's fine. I mean, you don't want to beat the Hardys, so yes, I think we'll see new champs. So new tag champs, Sheamus and Cesaro won. They did the whisper and the win spot from the top of the cage, which was a cool spot. Crowd was into it, so they kind of protected the Hardys without actually having to beat them. Match was very good. I really enjoyed it. It was a really good match. Really, really entertaining. Crowd was super into it. Hardys are massively over, so... I mean, you figured the way they were bitching out Cesaro and Sheamus on Raw, they were going to have to win, so they did. So Neville and Austin Aries in the submission match is next. We'll see what they can do. Crowd, I hate that they're in a horrible position right now because they're in the buffer match. So 2 matches, most people really want to see where the main event in the cage match, and I think being in the buffer match really hurts. And I think they're not going to have anywhere near the time to have a great match as they probably could if they were probably starting the show. This really is what should have kicked off the show, and I think putting them here is a dead spot for the Cruiserweight. So bad move on WWE's part. So when I was watching this match, I had some problems with the network. The stream lost. Took me a while to restart the TV. Had to get the channel back. It's back on, but I've missed like 70 or 75% of this match already. Neville wins. It was a cool ending. You hit the red arrow right into the back of Aries' neck. One thing I hate, the show is so depressing. It is such a depressing show. All the heels win. They can't book baby faces on Raw. They do not know how to book baby faces. They make the heels look so dominant. The faces get no one gets their comeuppance. The faces suck. The faces never get anything. It used to be like, those cool moments saying the baby face win the belt. It never happens now. I mean, what the fuck? They can't book a baby face to save their fucking lives. It's unbelievable. No wonder a company's in such strait. The ratings are in the toilet. It's funny. The only time the baby faces got over, the baby faces the fans don't like. I mean, it being Aries twice now, I don't think you can give them another shot. They've buried Bayley alive tonight. That match still annoys the fuck out of me. I'm still pissed off, but that was just such a stupid book match. Ambrose to me looked like a complete idiot. The Hardys, that was okay. But we know they have big plans for the Hardys, but they can't fucking book baby faces. So let's see what they do with the main event. Hopefully they have I'm sure everyone's gonna tear it up, so we'll see what happens. Once again, they can't get a babyface over. Where the fuck is the Demon? Why is Finn Balor dressed up as regular, normal, boring Finn Balor? Where the fuck is the Demon? He's supposed to be the Demon on the pay-per-views. People want to see the Demon. They don't want to see this guy. Where the hell is he? What the fuck are they doing? They form an alliance with Samoa Joe and Bray Wyatt. I hope that's not permanent just for this match, but that was fine. Samoa Joe wins the match, and it was the main event. I didn't love it. I didn't think it was a great match. It was very good, very, very good. Very long. I guess you only have 6 matches on a fucking show, on a 3-hour show. It has to be long. It was extremely long. Probably the longest wrestling match in WWE I've seen since that Survivor Series match. It just felt like an eternity. Joe wins. Joe and Brock's going to be... I'm afraid it might be a squash, but it should be interesting. That's an intriguing match. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that. So I'm happy Joe won, but I also hate that they had to beat Balor. I think beating Balor is a mistake. Even though he didn't pin him, he choked him out. I don't agree with beating Balor. I I know Reigns is their guy, but they could have just had, after Balor hit his finisher on Reigns, have Joe throw Balor out of the ring and then just pin Reigns. Or even, have him beat Bray or Seth, but I don't know about beating Balor. Match, again, it was very good. It wasn't as crazy as I thought. There was no ladders, no tables, no trash cans. There were some chairs. There was, their standard big announcer table spot, big barricade crash spot, which they do every pay-per-view now. You have those, the barricade smash, table smash, announce table smash. It is what it is. Match just wasn't a classic, as I thought they'd tear the host completely down. It wasn't like that. It was long and it was entertaining. I thought they'd brawl throughout the arena, but it was still very, very good. Definitely match of the night. The ladder match also, or the cage match rather, was also very good. Not great, but still very good. So you had two very, very good matches on the show, but the Bailey thing, that debacle just brought the show down a lot, and that pissed me off. And Miz as the IC champ is just dreadful. Overall, I'd say it was okay. I mean, I'd say it was me. I wouldn't say it was a bad show, not horrible, but closer to the bad side than the good side. Not a terrible show or anything, but just below average. I was bored. It just felt like a throwaway show. That was the problem. It just didn't feel like anything special. Maybe because that tells you that Finn Balor to have his face paint on for a reason. It felt like a throwaway show. And that Bailey thing, I have stuff to talk about that. They are going to kill her. That was so fucking stupid. They are booing her. The crowd booed her. Congratulations, WWE. You got one of the most easiest baby faces to ever book. A baby face people like. One of the most likable, enjoyable, nicest baby faces, and you've already killed her, and she hasn't even been on the main roster for less than a year. She's been on there for about 10 months at the most, and you've already killed her. Such an easy character to book, such a nice, likable character. They have killed her. They bitched her out to Alexa Bliss. She was Alexa Bliss's little bitch. I mean, had Alexa Bliss beat the shit out of her for 5 minutes with a kendo stick and just DDT her and beat her like so easily. I mean, what are they fucking doing with Bailey? Can they just fucking... I'm afraid they're going to kill her. I don't think they can salvage her. Because if they've turned the fans against her. Now, the fans are booing her because they see that she's just a bitch to Alexa. And, I mean, she's Alexa Bliss's little bitch now. They've absolutely they've killed Bailey. They made her unlikable. Even how she won the women's title, she won it because Sasha helped her beat Charlotte, so she won it in a heel fashion. There's no reason to cheer this person. There's no reason to cheer Bailey. They have killed her. Vince is a fucking... I mean, I think he is just fucking out of his mind. I think he's beating Bailey because he thinks it's going to make her sympathetic, but the way they've booked her is so unlikable. Kind of reminds of Enzo and Amore in a way. The fans have kind of turned on him because they booked him to be a douchebag. The way they book Bailey is just awful. Oh, I mean, they've just been so fucking terrible with this girl. I don't know if they can salvage her. I think Sasha Banks, who I've been extremely critical of how they've booked her. I really like Sasha a lot, but Sasha, I suppose you can salvage her by turning her heel. I don't know if they're going to turn her heel, but you can salvage her. You can't salvage Bailey. I mean, that character is babyface. If you turn her heel, she's dead. She'll never be able to reach her full potential as a babyface once you turn her heel. That is a goody two-shoes babyface. I don't think they can save Bailey. I think they've killed her. Sasha, you can turn her, but oh my god, Dave, that is... It makes me I'm so annoyed how they treat these babyfaces, that they're booked to be such losers. It makes me not want to watch a show. And why did you have to fucking beat Balor? The way they book babyfaces on Raw is fucking trash. And I'm going to tell you guys, tomorrow, if that fucking show starts to suck, I'm switching it to the hockey game very soon, because I am fucking annoyed at Raw. I hate Raw. I hate this fucking brand. I didn't like the show tonight. I was bored. I'd say it was a mediocre show.